Hey YouTubers, this is Justice Condor, aka Singularity Hack, wanting to give you a review of some Microtech knives. Microtech knives are not your standard pocket knife. I first came in contact with this brand of knife via the Series 24 with Jack Bauer. I saw a knife on there and I was like, man, that knife's pretty amazing. Went looking around online and saw that there was this line of Microtech knives, which are the kind of the knives for, you know, official knives like special forces or rangers or special operatives or whatever. And two knives here. This one right here is the UTX-70. This is the smallest of the Microtech knives. And then this one here is the Microtech Troodon. I want to go over the advantages and disadvantages of either of these. The reason why I first got this knife here is for how small it was. I don't like to have a lot of things in my pocket, but I wanted one of these knives, and so I went with this one. And what's notable about these knives is the OTF, the out the front. So it's a double action, which means it's going to come in and out without you doing anything, just pulling back and forward. Now, as you can already see, the advantage of this knife is that it's small. The disadvantage is you have your hand on such a small part of it that to actually get the pressure to open it, your hand has to be really positioned to do that. Okay? It's pretty difficult. Now, these knives, the engineering inside is pretty incredible. There are no springs. Nothing is under tension when they're open or shut. Basically, the mechanism translates this power that's being built up in that short distance to the ejection of this blade. Okay. Now, most recently, I went ahead and upgraded to the Troodon, this knife right here. Now, I tried the Ultratech, which is a little bit larger than this one, and it was just too large. I felt like I was carrying not a knife in my pocket, but a weapon. You know, something that if I did get caught in a state that didn't like switchblades, you know, I could say, oh, this is just a utility knife and kind of play it off. The Ultratech felt like it looked like a murder weapon in my pocket. So I went with this smaller one, and I got frustrated a little bit because just the smallness of it, I was unable to open it and shut it really good. So when I found out about this Troodon, this is smaller than the Microtech Ultratech, but it's big enough that it fits in your hand really comfortably. And the opening and the shutting of it is pretty incredible. It's very easy. You don't have to get real position, and it comes in and out like butter. Another thing I really like about the Troodon is this doesn't really have a lot of curvature to it. So to get a grip, it's easy to kind of slip around. This, you see, you have all these little notches here, which are pretty rough. And then you have this curvature here. So when you grab this, you feel like you have a really good hold of it, and it's open. Another thing I liked about this one is it has the glass breaker. There's an added element for, you know, survival or self-defense or something. Now, two things I do want to point out about this that's not all roses is sliding this in and out of your pocket with this on the edge of your pocket is really easy. With this one, a lot of times I end up having to use two hands to slide this. Two reasons. One, I don't think this curves up as much compared, but then a much more is these notches here actually don't want to slide very well, whereas this will slide right on. So I actually like the way this slides onto your pocket a lot better than this one. The other thing here is when this is completely shut, the UTX-70, there's nothing here at all. Whereas with the Troodon, I don't know if you can see it. You see there's a little point that sticks out there. I guess I just say that's like if I need a blood sample or something, I don't know. So the price difference between these is this is $200 ballpark. And when people hear $200 for this little knife, they kind of freak out. And then this one, you're paying another $100, so about $300 for this pocket knife. A lot of times people who buy these knives, they don't carry them around or use them. They're just collectibles or something. So this is just a little contrast between the Microtech Troodon and the Microtech UTX-70. I'm going to be selling this one, so if you're interested in the UTX-70, reach out to me. Otherwise, it's going on Gun Broker. So, thanks for watching.